Hey, Taurus Rising. I am Shantali. I'm a Vedic astrologer. I'm a brand strategy coach. And I want to talk to you about what this full moon in Aries slash Ashwini Nakshatra means for your personal development and for your brand. So, what I'm going to do is go ahead and start pulling cards. Okay. And I'm just going to go, I feel like it's not there yet, but Venus, the planet that rules your rising sign, Taurus rising, is in the nakshatra Ardra. Anardra. I know I don't pronounce it right. I'm I'm from Michigan. I moved around a lot of places, so I don't know. I want to, no disrespect, I want to learn how to pronounce all these languages right, the all these meanings the right way. But it's Anardra. I know that's not the right way you pronounce it, but it has a lot to do with friends, like real loyal, real devoted, real dedicated friendships. Okay, that's where Venus is going to be in the zodiac sign Scorpio during this full moon in Ashwini for you. So I believe that networking is going to be something that you really want to dive deeper into. Creating a strong network of people who align with your brand and your brand values and your brand vision. That's what you really want to focus on. So cards, please help me help Taurus rising understand and see how this full moon in Ashwini, this full moon in Aries, can help them with their personal development and their brand strategies. Cards just follow left and right. All right. Okay, Taurus rising. We have right here the World card. So it's like, and I'm going to pull a clarifying card to get a deeper understanding of what this means for your personal development and your brand. But you're almost at the completion of a cycle, and you just need a little push, a little bit more focus to go ahead and complete this. Okay, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to clarify. Please clarify the World card for Taurus rising. So yeah, for you, the full moon is in your 12th house, and the 12th house has a lot to do with like going within. It has a lot to do with spirituality. It has a lot to do with the unknown. So I feel like there's a lot of deep diving towards rising that you're going to have to do to understand how you can complete the cycle that you're experiencing and move on to the next level to your evolution. Please clarify the completion. This World card for Taurus rising to help them have a better understanding of what this full moon means for full moon in Ashwini Aries means for their personal development and brand strategies. So So the 12th house, your 12th house represents who you really are. Your 12th house represents, your 12th house is an end of a cycle. Okay. So your 12th house is an end of a cycle. And after the moon goes to your, through your 12th house, it's going to go to your first house. And your first house represents your personality, your dharma. It represents, it's basically a snapshot of your whole life. Okay, Taurus rising. So you want to make sure while we're in the energy of the full moon, and the energy of the full moon lasts from like 3 days before, so it's on the 17th. So it's 3 days before the 17th of October and 3 days after the 17th of October. You're really digging deep into who you are, how you feel, what's real, any transformation, any evolution. You're not resisting anything, but you're almost in a way secluding yourself to make sure that my little light turned off. I don't even know if it made any difference. Okay, my computer turned off, but at least it's sunlight. Still got sunlight, so I'm gonna try to do as much as I can while the sun is out. But you want to, I forgot where I was at. The 12th house. So yeah, the 12th house is the end of a cycle, just like the world card is saying. The 12th house is the end of a cycle. So you want to make sure you're really completing things. You want to make sure you're letting go of what you need to let go of, Taurus rising, so you can move into your next phase, because after Aries is Taurus. And so the moon is going to go into Taurus and then start a whole new cycle for you. So you want to make sure that you start this cycle strong. You want to make sure you start this cycle free of anything that's holding you back. You want to make sure that you are really in an energy of being authentic and accepting and embracing newness and letting go of anything that might hold you back. Okay? Please clarify this world card for Taurus rising. All right. And now we have the divine director, intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. This card represents the sun to me. So let's think about where the sun is. Okay, the sun is in a sign that's also ruled by Venus. So the sun is affecting you. The sun is, while the new moon is going to be in Aries, the sun is going to be in Libra. And Libra is ruled by Venus. And so is Taurus rising, or Taurus. Taurus is ruled by Venus as well. So the sun is affecting you right now, Taurus rising. So you want to make sure that you are focusing on your purpose and your happiness. That's what's going to help you complete the cycle. Focus on your purpose and your happiness. And Libra is another sign that represents relationships. So in the beginning, I was talking about Venus being in Ardra, which represents friendships, loyalty, friendships that are like real friendships, not fake friendships or relationships, like real loyalty and devotion when it comes to friendships. Libra represents relationships. But Libra for you is in your 6th house, Taurus rising. So relationships could be a challenge. Relationships could be a challenge for you. So that might be what you need to focus on to make sure that you're completing a cycle. What is a cycle? It's a cycle and a sacral chakra. So you want to make sure. What in the world? So you want to make sure that you're completing your cycle by focusing on your purpose, by focusing on facing your fears that are connected to relationships and networking. Face those fears and have fun. See how you can have fun with networking. I was listening to something last night, and a lady that was talking about brand strategy. I wish I could remember her name, but she was talking about, like, when it's time to go and network, don't call it networking, because that alone can like cause like anxiety and stress. Don't call it networking, call it building relationships, call it strengthening relationships, call it whatever you want to call it. Don't call it networking if it's something that triggers your energy to feel anxious or fears. But yeah, that's what I have for you, Taurus rising. Face your fears when it comes to building relationships and networking, and make sure you're having fun with it, okay? That's what I have for you, and I will see you later. But until I see you later, make sure that you remember that your brand is sacred.